All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this United States Basketball Championship League update. We have exactly 1 month to go in the USBC season before we get to the playoffs. We start this update with the playoff picture. We'll look at the Eastern Conference first. We see the Baltimore Seabirds and New Jersey Knights have both clinched playoff spots. I believe that's what that X is going to mean. Seabirds first in the Eastern Conference, 47-18. Knights a game back at 47-20. We have Jacksonville Admirals in third. Rhode Island Rams fourth. Carolina Catamounts fifth. Athens Emperors sixth. Pittsburgh Iron 7. And who we will see next, the Ohio Dogs currently sit in 8th in the playoff picture with a losing record of 30-37. They would be in the playoffs. They are a game ahead of the Tampa Storm and Nashville Cavalry, who are tied 1 game back behind the playoffs. Cincinnati River Cats sit a game and a half back, along with the Buffalo Beast. We switch to the Western Conference. No one has clinched in that division. El Paso sits at 47-20, atop the Western Conference. In command, 5.5 game lead over second place Fort Worth Stallions. San Jose Shockwave in third. Long Beach Bulldogs, who we just saw in our last game, are in fourth. Omaha Bison fifth. Mesa Rattlers sixth. Twin City Honey Badgers seventh. And with a 500 record of 34-34. The Colorado Springs Wolves sit in the 8th position. They have a game and a half lead on 9th place Seattle Stars. All right, let's take a look at the stats with a month to go in the season. Leading the league in scoring, 23.8 a game, who we just recently saw with the Tampa Storm, Gabe Jones. Second place, Zach Moran of the Omaha Bisons, 23 a game. Sid Hurley of Hawaii, 22.9. Mario Cantanella, the rookie at San Jose, also 22.9. Malcolm Haywood of El Paso, 22.5, along with Edmund Butler, who we recently just saw in that last game, 22.5. Ken Terrell, 21.3. And Ed Clemens, also of New Jersey, 19.1 a game. We saw him go off for 43 last game. We also saw in that game the guy leading the league in rebounds, Reginald Thornton, 13.6 a game. Wanquo DeWar in second, 13.4. Jin Fung of Baltimore, 13.3. Vladimir Yeremik, 12.5. Kirk Reed, who's currently out with an injury, 11.6. Charles Strickland of Fort Worth, 11.3. Gus McMillan, 11.1. Assist point game, we have a tie. Bohan Dragic, who is currently out 1 to 2 weeks with a knee injury, has 8.7 assists per game. So does Brendan Whitehead of Athens. Randall Falk, 8.2. Shane Ball, 8.1. Sid Hurley of Hawaii, 8 assists. to go with his 22.9 points a game. Great season for him. Donta McMillan, who we saw in Tampa, 7.8. Steals per game. Sid Hurley up there at the top in steals also. What a season he's having. 2.1. Tiago Saramago of Rhode Island also with 2.1. Simon Best, 2 steals a game for Kansas City. Manuel Valencia and Cantanella have 1.9. Cantanella dominating the rookie stats. And at 1.7, Rick Carl, Edwin Allen, and Randall Falk. Blocks per game, Juanco DeWar leads the league, 1.9, followed by Reggie Thornton, 1.7, along with Robert Hamilton and Sean Harris. Steve Felder, Jin Fung, Dwayne Cathy, all 1.6. Let's take a look at the rookie report. As we said, Mario Cantanella looks like the clear favorite for Rookie of the Year. 22.9 points a game, leading the way. Gilberto Avanti next with 15.7 for Rhode Island. George Baku, 12.5 for the Honey Badgers. Alexi Park, 12 for the Gargoyles. Hans Linneman has dropped to 11.3, missing time with that injury. Rebounds a game for rookies. Garrett Buchanan leads the way for the Honey Badgers, slightly ahead of Seth Peters, who we saw have a good game for the Storm. Assists per game, Mario Cantanella leads that one, ahead of Hans Linneman, Larry Fleming, and George Baku. Steals per game, Cantanella again, ahead of Seth Peters and Charles Welsh. Blocks per game, Jamie Simpson. All right, and with a month left, we'll take a look at the awards races. Most Valuable Player race. Currently sitting in the top spot, Malcolm Haywood, power forward for the El Paso Eagles, averaging 22 and 10. Next up, Ed Clemens, who we just saw go off for the New Jersey Knights. Jin Fung sits in third for the Seabirds, averaging 16 and 13. Zach Moran in fourth, averaging 23. Rick Carl in fifth. As we said, Rookie of the Year looks like it will definitely go to Mario Cantanella. Seth Peters is in second, Gilberto Avanti third, Jamie Simpson and Albert Franklin. Sixth Man of the Year looks like it'll be Gus McMillan. Sits in first right now with a month to go for El Paso. Warren Maggette, who we saw have a good game, he's averaging 17.5 for the Tampa Storm. Drew Hill in third, Albert Franklin fourth, J.J. Callaway in fifth. Defensive Player of the Year, first place right now, Juanco DeWar. Reggie Thornton in second, Stephen Felder third, Jin Fung in fourth, and the only perimeter player, Will Frank, sits in fifth. Most improved player right now is Dylan Humphrey, sits in first for Buffalo. Kirk Reed is in second. He averages 12 and 11. Ricky Craig in third. Bohan Dragic fourth. Karan Gardner in fifth.